Hey everybody, live from Orlando in the Shrine Game. It's Ticket TV. I am Cecil Lammey. Joining me, Chad Reuter from CBS Sports and NFLDraftScout.com. We're talking Denver Broncos football, and we're doing a tight end show because there's a couple of tight ends down here in Orlando that the Denver Broncos may choose to go ahead and draft in the 2011 NFL Draft. We know quarterback Tim Tebow would certainly like an athletic tight end. And speaking of athletic tight ends, we have to talk about USC tight end, former basketball star. We've seen that transfer to NFL success in some players, not all players, but Jordan Cameron up first. Why would the Broncos take a look at this guy?
Well, let's say they wanted a Tony Scheffler type tight end. I think Cameron is. Jimmy Graham went on. He went to the Senior Bowl last year. He was a basketball player, played in Miami, Florida. Had a really good year as a senior tight end. He went to the Senior Bowl, impressed scouts, ended up a very high draft pick. Jordan Cameron is a similar player, not quite as highly regarded. He's going to be a mid-round pick, fourth, fifth-round pick, really good athlete. His footwork is very good. His hands are very good. He can do a lot of things. He's the guy that can stretch the field vertically. He's not going to give you a ton of blocking, but he can improve in that way. He's growing. He's already added 15 pounds of muscle this year, and I think right now he's about 245 pounds. You can see him getting towards 260 with more work in a strength and conditioning program. So he's going to give you the vertical threat. He's going to do crossing patterns. He can do a lot of different things in your offense. He's a guy that teams are going to be very, very intrigued by in this draft.
Now, another tight end that here is a late round prospect, to be sure, but Julius Thomas from Portland State. This guy is very, very athletic, and some are floating the name Jermichael Finley out about this guy. Do you agree with that comparison?
He's got the body of a Jermichael Finley. He basically looks like a big wide receiver, and he is not quite as fluid as Finley. He is not as finished product even as Finley was out of Texas when he came out early. Julius Thomas from Portland State, when you watch him on film, he looks like a wide receiver the way that he actually looks like a Malcolm Floyd, something like that, somebody like that the Chargers would like as a wide receiver, is what he looks like. But he's not going to run that fast. He's going to run in the 4.7s. He's not as fluid as Jordan Cameron was today in practice. However, late round pick, 6th, 7th round, you take a chance on a guy who has really good film. He's got good hands, not great hands. He double caught some balls today. Right. He's got a lot of possibilities as a 7th round pick. And you take a chance on a guy like that, and you hope you can get not an Antonio Gates, but you hope you can get a Jimmy Graham, something like that out of him, where he's a good reserve, comes in, gives a spark to your offense, and maybe turns into more.
And helps your young quarterback in Tim Tebow. That wraps up this edition of Ticket TV. For more episodes, check out our website, denversportstation.com.